6 o'clock overnight, the first effects of Tropical Storm Colin started moving into Hampton Roads. Good morning, I'm Katie Collette.
And I'm Don Roberts. This morning we have live team coverage of the storm. Meteorologist Jeremy Wheeler tracking Colin and will show us what we can expect throughout the morning. And Rico Bush live in Portsmouth with local conditions. But now we start with Jeremy, and some of us got some noisy, heavy rain this morning.
Yeah, we have some heavy showers here because we've got a stationary front sitting over Hampton Roads. And I mentioned last couple days that would happen, that the moisture from Colin would move up this way, interact with it. So that's where our heavy rain's coming from. Meanwhile, Colin is down here south-southwest of Charleston by about 30-40 miles, moving northeast quickly at 31 miles an hour, and it's got 50-mile-an-hour winds, but that's mostly offshore. It'll be passing Hatteras around the midday and the early afternoon. It'll pass just south of there. That's the most likely path, and then it moves away from us this afternoon into Wednesday. Into the next couple of days, it's become non-tropical and move quickly over the North Atlantic. So that's what we're expecting from Colin. Now, at the moment, we're getting that heavy rain coming up, lots of moisture in place, and so down here around Hatteras, just west of Hatteras, there's some heavy downpours. That's getting into mainland Dare County. We've got light rain spreading up all the way into Currituck, Elizabeth City, and then you've got some heavy rain over here along that stationary front into parts of Southampton County, Corinth, Ivor, Zuni. That's moving north and east, so it's moving over into the Chuckatuck area, northern Suffolk. We got lighter rain into northern Portsmouth, parts of Norfolk, and real spotty showers around Virginia Beach, but a wider area of rain up here on the peninsula. Hampton, Newport News, up to Oyster Point, Poquoson. You go north of Yorktown, we're doing just fine, and a few showers over in Cape Charles. We got a lot more details on this. I'm going to talk about the rain throughout the day, the forecast coming up in just 10 minutes. Now Rico Bush is in with more reports from the field.
Well, hey, Jeremy, it started raining here in Portsmouth around 2 o'clock this morning. As you can see behind me, the rain has let up just a little bit, but as Colin makes its way from the south to the North Carolina coast, Dare County officials are really urging residents and visitors to watch this storm very closely and to be prepared to take actions in case this storm takes a turn for the worse. Let's show you some video. This is brand new video we just got into our newsroom from the Outer Banks. The sun is just starting to come up at the Oregon Inlet in North Carolina. A tropical storm warning is already in place from south of the Oregon Inlet because of what storm conditions may bring to the coastal waters. Officials say Dare County offices and schools in Hatteras Island or on Hatteras Island are closed for today, but tell us congressional primary voting will still take place. So that's still very important. The election will still take place. But right now you're looking at some video of the storm as it hits. And as it hit, let's say, Florida's Gulf Coast yesterday, people scrambled to secure their boats. The strong winds damaged a waterfront restaurant and sent debris flying. No one was hurt. There is still widespread street flooding throughout the region, and residents are using sandbags to protect their homes from flooding. So flooding could be a major issue on the Outer Banks as well. That's why officials are still urging residents not to drive if they don't have to during that heavy rainfall. We will have a crew on the Outer Banks later this morning, so make sure you're staying with us to follow the latest conditions on the Outer Banks, including that possibility of that heavy rain and that flooding. That's the latest here from Portsmouth. I'm Rico Bush, 10 Airside.